Hi guys, welcome back to 10 Minute Reviews, where we talk about books, authors, anything else. Sometimes we'll geek out over other stuff. Today I want to talk about a superhero fiction novel series that I found a few years back that I absolutely love. It's an ongoing series. I'll talk a little bit about the basic plots and stuff like that. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe buttons, please. And it's pretty all-encompassing. Now, it kind of draws the line with youth fiction, but even as an adult, I absolutely love it. And like I said, it's superhero fiction. It's called the Kid Sensation series by Kevin Hardman, and it focuses around Jim, who is a super and the child of supers. At least that's how it starts out. Although he hasn't been officially, I can't say recognized, but he wants to become a superhero. He wants to join the elite team and find out more about himself and what he can do. And it's an interesting premise because Kid Sensation, he gets that name because he has a ton of powers, an absolute ton of powers, and some of them almost they almost combine in a way. I mean, he's got telepathy, he's got the various travel powers. He can teleport, and he has super speed. He can turn invisible. He has an absolute telekinesis. He has an absolute ton of powers. And it's funny because he finds himself disappointed in that he doesn't have super strength. Although, of course, you can simulate it with super speed and stuff like that. But despite not having some of these incredible uber powers, he is still probably the most powerful, or one of the most powerful supers on the planet, because of his massive volume of powers. And the series just basically explores his life. Now it introduces other characters. He's a teenager. It introduces other characters, other teenagers, adults, some of whom are absolutely fascinating. And then it starts talking about his past and his family, and that's where it starts to envelop other things like alien races, alien planets. One book takes place on another planet. It turns out that he is basically only half human in a way. He is the son of royalty from an alien planet, which comes into play in a couple of books, and is actually even in play in the current books right now, even though he's back on Earth, because he has obligations for both. He ends up being basically the ambassador, visiting noble for that planet, technically, officially. Although he's still part of the main team, it turns out that his father happens to be the most powerful super on the planet, basically their version of Superman, which gets really interesting too, because there's official, legitimate son that's a super that turns out to be a little that Jim ends up getting into it with, which kind of leads to him becoming a little bit more legitimized by his incredibly powerful father. Again, this is basically the Superman version within this book series. If you like superhero books and that are not adult themed, I know we do a lot of adult themed reviews on this site. You got to check out the Kid Sensation book. I mean, anything that goes, or series rather, anything that goes this long is obviously a really good series, and the author is doing a fantastic job of writing it. I mean, if I don't know if any of you have ever read the hero novels. Those are also basically young adult fiction. The Kid Sensation is pretty much right within that same vein of books. I mean, it's not too adult themed, and yet it's got some almost political and social commentary in it. Although pretty minor. It doesn't nothing that kind of overwhelms the book. Just things that he gets into situations that you definitely got to stop and think sometimes. He also gets into situations that make you wish he'd have stopped and thought sometimes. And it also just introduces, again, some really cool characters, including a character named Mouse. Mouse is like your tech character, your Reed Richards type character. You're super smart, build and invent anything sort of character. I think it's some superhero books they call it the Maker type of power. He doesn't appear to have any other powers, but he's brilliant. He's absolutely brilliant. To the point where they actually have a spin-off, not series, just book. Kevin Hardman writes one book about Mouse that is my favorite book of everything within this universe he has built on the Kid Sensation universe. So again, you guys got to check it out. If you like superhero fiction, you like series, you're looking for something you want to delve into that can eat up some time for a while, Kid Sensation. Absolutely phenomenal. If I can remember, I'll put a link to it down below. Can't promise. And otherwise, thank you everybody for watching. Don't forget to hit those like and subscribe buttons, and we will catch you next time. Bye now.